Punch and Burn version 462. The laser kerf width, the place that number comes from, until this version has been this variable in the machine file, and that's now changed. This number is going to be ignored, and it is going to be replaced by this number from the cutting condition table. That way you can set a different kerf width for every cutting condition. So as you cut thicker material and the wattage of the laser goes up and the laser goes slower, more material is going to be removed, and you can adjust the width of the kerf in order to maintain the correct size of the parts. If you cut a 2-inch part, and if you're designing a part that's 2 by 2 and you measure it and the part is too small, that means that number is too big. And if the part that you cut is too big, that means that number is too small. This number is going to be the kerf width is the width that the parts are packed. So where you come across this value, and I'm going to go and I'm going to pack this. All right. So for 18 gauge PPG, whatever process condition is or cutting condition is associated with that material, you can go and you can check it. I've changed this button. It used to bring up the processing options, and now it brings up the cutting condition table, which is information and the reason is because that piece of information is critical in order to pack at the correct width. If you change that number, and you hit save, you can see that the numbers are also changed there to be consistent. So for all the lasers, and the other thing that happens is that as you go through and assign all the parameters for the material that you're packing, if a material doesn't have a cutting condition, it's picked up there instead of the program saying, oh no, you don't have the cutting condition for that material. It's going to put up the screen, it's going to fill those two things in, and it's going to allow you to assign a cutting condition right then and there. You don't necessarily have to, but if you don't, you know that later on it's going to come back and it's not going to process that until you fill in the cutting conditions. All right. The end.